Hey everybody, hope you're having an awesome day. So, yeah, I haven't shaved in a while, but I don't care. So, hey, I there's a really good book I recommend. It's called The Men We Need. It's really good. So, one of the pages, one of the chapters, if you have this book, let's see here. It'd be chapter where foolishness equals pain. Okay, so in the second page of this, he quotes Proverbs 13:20. It says, "Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm." So he points out, like, if you read C.S. Lewis, you begin to think like him, and you spend time in bending low with wisdom, you get wiser. Spend lots of time with social media, you get more foolish. And is that true? So I last time I really dove into much of social media was like 6 months ago. And so, yeah, for the last 6 months, I haven't really dove in that much. And so recently, I started kind of diving in a little bit. And wow, I noticed, I don't know if it's just a coincidence or what, but about 30 conversations, 30 different people. It was like there's this major dumbing down that's taken place. Um, just, it's so true. Let me quote what he said: spend lots of time with social media, get more foolish. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to go over, hermeneutics in the original languages, and, it's one person anyway. It was just absolutely ridiculous. Um, so I don't know. It just seemed like there's a dumbing down effect. you know, I'm just stunned at what I'm seeing on social media. It's like people are getting dumber. Uh, I don't know. Anyway, so something I want to bring up. I if you've been watching my channel, well, I had talked about writing a book about the true Apostle Peter, and I decided not to do it. um, it's one of those things where um, if I write a book, other people are gonna read it. Uh, some people will come to light on it. Oh my gosh, what he's saying is true. There's a lot of parts and pieces to it, but it would ruin the fun for others who might want, who are really deep divers like me. um, in order for me to reach the conclusion I did with Peter, I had to use drawing software. I use good solid hermeneutics consistently. Hermeneutics is the analysis of interpretation. And you really have to put yourself in the mind of the people back then, in the setting. And there's enough information in the Bible to do that, as well as historical information too. So, um, yeah, so there's a lot of parts and pieces to be able to solve the real Peter of the Bible that's very different than the Peter that you hear of Rome. And so, what value would it provide if I did write this book? It would help people realize that a lot of what they read with church fathers and church history is not that reliable. That'd be one of the benefits, anyway. Um, but I think the main thing is that we as Christians focus on the kingdom of God and His righteousness, Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, and all will follow. Um, Everything just kind of flows from there. I think that is so important. That's kind of the key here. Um, Having said that, if I were to take the time to write the book, it'd be a lot of alone time, and life is too short. Got to make connections and connect with people. I've been just too much of a hibernator for too much of my life. So I need to uh, kind of get out there more. So that's the downfall of writing a book. You just sitting in your room all by yourself and doing research and it's. I'd rather focus on Matthew 6:33, the kingdom of God is righteousness, and go from there. So yeah, so that means other people who do their research and homework, they might eventually come to the same conclusions that I have. So that would reduce the likelihood of ruining the fun for them. Uh, So that's kind of why I'm not going to write the book. So there's a point where you reach a pinnacle, and should I allow other people to come to this pinnacle by themselves, or should I bring them there? By writing a book. I think it's better that I leave it alone and other people discover themselves. Very few people are going to reach that point. uh, that is a true statement, especially when I'm seeing online. But anyway, yeah. So I share with you this book. It's only one chapter, but it's an awesome book. I highly recommend it to guys. There's a lot of value to it. So it's by Brant Hansen. So yeah, so I benefit a lot from this book. I haven't finished reading it yet, but it's just an awesome book. So anyway, I'll just leave it there. So that's pretty much all I have to say. So, but yeah, it's just stunning what I'm seeing on social media. It's like, just seems like people are just getting dumber. I don't know. Maybe it just so happened the 30 people conversation I had. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it's not a very good sample. I don't know, but it just seemed like the video they're being produced, they don't know how to have a benchmark of truth to go by, to go forward from it as a foundation. Like Paul said in Ephesians chapter 2 verse 20, the prophets and apostles of Jesus are the foundation. But most people. No, they use other sources. They use fallible, non-inspired sources as the foundation. Once you do that, your benchmark is gone. It's lost. So, alrighty. Well, anyway, I don't have anything more to say. So, other than you have an awesome day. Thank you.